Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Welcome to FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth. An exhibition contest coming up between the Washington Redskins and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who do you see as the key players for this matchup, Chris?
Well, Gus, I've got my eyes on the two quarterbacks in this one. I had a chance to talk to both of these guys, obviously guys that have experience in this situation. They've been here before, and yet it's always so interesting. You can see a different look in their eyes when they're warming up. You know that they know the significance of these matchups, and it just adds another level of excitement to the football game. When you're talking about this kind of talent on the field, this should be a really good one. I know you're excited. I'm excited. Let's get it going.
Interesting, Chris. Great storyline here today, and we'll follow that storyline as this game moves on. The Redskins will begin this drive at the 31. Pass is short right side. Just barely past the line of scrimmage. So that will make it second down. It's a pass. His pass will fall incomplete. Cooley was the intended receiver. It's third down, 10 yards for first. He passes it.
The Buccaneers came onto the field with a ton of energy that time. They controlled the line of scrimmage and didn't allow that extra yardage.
It's fourth down. The Redskins are lining up to punt this one away. He's hit and dropped at the 26-yard line.
You know, I like that return. Nothing flashy, but it was really effective. The thing I hate to see are guys that are dancing around back there trying to be a playmaker when they're really not. At least he got up the field, got a few yards. That's what I like to see.
Still looking for an open man. Carter was there for the stop. 7-yard gain on the play.
Well, that's a good feeling as a quarterback right there. You see a blitz like that coming, and you get the ball out of there and pick up the first down. Now, as a defensive coordinator, you may be a little more hesitant to call that blitz, and quarterbacks like that.
He's going deep with it. Kellen Winslow Jr. was the intended receiver on the play. from their own 39-yard line. He's dropped down at the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 5. And so it will be 3rd down. It's a 3rd and 5 situation. Dumps it short.
This team is just so good at executing those short, quick passes and picking up first downs and keeping drives alive.
Gets it away. To the 10. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
There you go.
The Buccaneers get into the end zone first.
There's just something about a ball that you know if you catch it, it's 6 points. And if you don't, you're going to be the goat of the game. It just makes you focus a little bit more.
Barth tacks on the extra point. Tampa Bay up 7 points. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Barth will send this one deep. Fields the kick at the 10. Gets to the 31-yard line. The offense takes the field, hoping to put something together after their last drive ended in a 3-and-out. And he's tackled at the 45.
And I always find it surprising that tight ends typically don't get drafted very high. But when you think about the skill set, they have to be able to block like a tackle and catch like a wide receiver.
First down, 10 to go. He's going to pass. That incompletion will bring up 2nd down. They line up at the 45. Gives it to the back. A pickup of about 3.
The defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
The pass is away. And the pass will fall incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And those are the kind of big 3rd down plays you have to have on defense to get the ball back and give your team a chance on offense.
Let's go, fellas.
It's 4th down. The Redskins are lining up to punt it away. The ball goes into the end zone. Touchback. They'll take over at the 20. They'll start this drive at the 20. Freeman hands it off.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
From their own 17-yard line. They hand it off.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat them off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence. And if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
Scrambles away from defenders. Mike Williams was his intended target.
Well, the defense didn't get the sack, but they got the next best thing, and that was a bad throw.
Fourth down. The Buccaneers lining up to punt. He's tackled and down at the 45. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
Boy, he hardly had any room to do anything there. They've got to come up with a better scheme or some better blockers or something. This guy's a good punt returner. He's just not getting any help at all from his teammates.
Malcolm Kelly was the intended receiver. It's now second down, 10 yards to go. Has a man short to his left. Alston was there to bring him down.
Yeah, when you see the blitz, you have to understand your own protections, because if your protection is sliding away from the blitz, you have no choice but to get it out of there to the hot receiver.
Devin Thomas was the intended receiver on the play.
Good pressure that time, and they forced a bad throw. Not much he could have done with the pocket collapsing like that.
They line up at the 43. There's the deep throw. Jones got it.
And there's no question they were sitting on that one. That is one of the bread and butter pass plays of this offense. They've been working against it all week, and that was a special little trick there that came up with the interception.
The offense is backed up to their 11. He lets it go. Third down coming up after that incomplete pass. So 3rd and 9 coming up right here. And the ball on the 11-yard line. Good coverage downfield. The pass is tipped away. And it'll be 4th down following the pass deflection.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on 3rd down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Santana Moss is back deep to return the punt. Hall fields it at the 48.
Coming off the interception in the last drive, no reason to really change anything. One big mistake doesn't change this ball game. Just get right back to your game plan.
And 2 yards away here on 2nd down. Sweep left. Cuts back and he's dropped.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Short pass to his left.
Donovan McNabb throws the ball so hard sometimes, I'm amazed the receivers can even catch it. They probably have to ice their hands after the game.
They line up at the 37. Pitch left. He's tackled at the 28-yard line. Nice run, a pickup of 8. That brings up 2nd down. They hand it off. He gets out to about the 25-yard line. We've played a quarter. The score, 7-0. They line up at the 25. Looks left. Here's a short pass. 2nd down coming up after the incomplete pass. He gets off the throw. They'll take him down, but not before he gives the Redskins a 1st and goal. A touchdown away from a tie. Dumps it out right. Santana Moss was his intended target.
Anytime you give up that quick pressure like that, very seldom are those passes completed.
Less than 10 yards away from a score now. Rolls to his right. Clinton Portis was the intended receiver. They're now threatening inside the 10. Dumps it out left. Complete. Nice catch. Touchdown, Redskins.
Oh, this offensive coordinator's getting a little sneaky out there. Everybody in the stadium's thinking pass. He drops a little run on him, and he sticks it in for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. And he gets the ball at the 5. He's brought down at the 30. They didn't look sharp on their last drive and were forced to punt it away. Freeman will hand it off. He hasn't had a good first half at all. Just can't seem to get through this defense. They line the ball up at the 33. He gets out to about the 35-yard line. Gets the pass off.
Yeah, that's one, if you study this team on tape, you're going to see them go to that in the clutch, and it worked again.
Freeman, hands off. And the tackle was made by D'Angelo Hall. It's a gain of 4, second down. Second and 6 yards to go. Ball on their own 47. Here's the give.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Landry drops him for a loss at the 48.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
The Redskins got the ball into the end zone on their last possession. Gives it right side. The stop was made by Hayes. Not much, maybe 2 yards on the carry.
The defense did a nice job there jamming the running back, bringing the outside linebacker on a blitz. Sometimes those outside backers a little more athletic and can really help stop the run.
He's wrestled down at the 29-yard line.
You know, Donovan McNabb is really becoming much more of the classic drop-back passer. Early in his career, he was a tremendous runner, wanted to get out. But now more and more, you're seeing him reading the defenses, making the clever little throws, and is so difficult to defend for a defense because he can still come busting out of there on the run.
They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line. Pass is short right side. And he's tackled at the 30.
The Redskins aren't looking all that sharp at all right now in the passing game. And I know it's still early, but they have to be getting a little frustrated with their inability to attack this defense.
Tons of pressure. He's hit as he throws.
When you get that kind of pressure, a lot of times the play will result in something worse than just an incompletion.
So, it's fourth down. The Redskins are lining up to punt this one away. He makes it out to the 41. They'll start at the 41-yard line. Looks to throw it. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. First down and 10. Freeman hands off to the left.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really puts some pressure on this group up front.
Short throw to the right.
When you're trying to blitz the quarterback, you better have some talented corners on the outside, because as a wideout, just give me 3 or 4 seconds against the blitz, and it is awfully tough to try and cover that.
Has a man short to his left. Clayton picks up 2 yards with the grab. Opts for a short throw. Kellen Winslow Jr. was the intended receiver on the play. Here they go, 3rd down and 8. Dumps it out right. He's wrestled down at the 22.
The Buccaneers are putting together a good-looking drive here. That's their 3rd first down.
Sure to make an impact on the field are this game's top performers, presented by Gatorade. And they get to it.
As a quarterback, you understand where your protection is and what you can protect. If you can't protect a certain side, you have to throw it hot. That time the quarterback missed the hot read and paid the price.
He's dropped down at the 14. Michael Clayton with his 3rd reception. Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. Has a man to his right. Little flip.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz. He understood what was happening with the coverage behind it and found the open man.
Short throw to the right. Touchdown, Bucks.
Well, if you're going to make a living in this league as a running back, you're going to have to make somebody miss at some point, and that was a big somebody in the backfield that time, able to escape and stuck it in for the touchdown.
Point after is good. Tampa Bay is up a score. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Barth will be kicking off. Camps under it. He will start from his own 5. Picks it up. They'll go to work at the 26-yard line. They go with the pitch to the right.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
Finds a way to get rid of it as he's hit. Aurelius Ben was his intended target.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
So they line up at the 31. Under heavy pressure. Gets it off, and he takes a hit.
They brought the blitz that time. Didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
So the kicker comes out to try and put 3 points on the board. This will be a 48-yard try. He splits the uprights. That attempt didn't look like it had a chance.
Yeah, he worked that one over the bar, didn't he? You could see the body language and the tilt. He was trying to squeeze, and it just made a good kick.
Now it's time to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. He'll start at the 8-yard line.
The offense really needs to get something going on this series. Maybe even just a field goal on the board is enough to get them jump-started.
Gains his way to the 36-yard line. Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. Short pass to his left. The Redskins will take their 2nd time out of the half. First down and 10. He rolls out to his right. He's brought down at the 45.
The Redskins will maybe get kick-started a little bit after that catch. Their passing game hasn't exactly been very impressive so far.
He takes a hard hit as he throws. Jackson picks it off. Takes a huge hit at the 43.
They needed a drive down the field and some points on the board there. Instead, they send their defense right back out in a bad situation. They are asking a lot of them now.
He's tackled at the 19. That'll be it for the first half of play. The score is 17-7. Tampa Bay will get it first here in the second half. And he'll return it from way back at the 3. He gets this one to the 26-yard line. Freeman hands it off straight ahead. He's dropped for a loss.
The Buccaneers continue to get beat off the ball. Their linemen look tired. They're physically outmatched, and it's beginning to take a toll on these runners. I'm not sure how many more times they want to carry the ball.
Looks for the safe short throw. Reggie Brown was the intended receiver. Goes through his progression. Aurelius Ben was the intended receiver on the play. It's 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Takes it all the way back to the 49-yard line. He rolls out to the right.
Pass rush almost got there that time, and he has to feel a little lucky that that ball just fell harmlessly to the turf.
Short throw to the left. And he's knocked out at the 48-yard line. So the offense needs 7 here on 3rd down. Ball on the 48-yard line. Flips out short. He's brought down at the 41-yard line.
The Buccaneers did an excellent job tackling and keeping things in front of them on that series to force the 3 and out.
The Redskins line up to punt. And it's in the end zone for a touchback. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt it away. Oh, and that's a huge hit administered at the 16. Second and long situation. Freeman gives it up the middle. He makes his way to about the 35. From their own 35-yard line. They get to him in the pocket and bring him down for the sack. It's now second and long following the sack. He's wrestled down at the 37.
Well, they brought the blitz that time. The offensive line did a pretty good job recognizing it. They got the blocks, but the back was still able to get out of there for a nice gain.
Checks down to the short pass.
Kellen Winslow has become such a good player, and you just have to think back and wonder where he might have been today but for some of those injuries early in his career.
He's going to throw it. Brown is proving once again that he's an extremely versatile weapon, passing the century mark and receiving with that reception. Moves to his right. And it's tipped away. Aurelius Ben was his intended target. It's now second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 44. On the ground left side. He's starting to show some frustration after another short game. This defense has really made it tough going. Buchanan gets a sack on the play.
Good coverage and good push by the Redskins.
It's fourth down. The Buccaneers ready to punt this one away. The punt rolls into the end zone. Touchback.
The offense has to find a way to put some points on the board, and it has to start happening now.
Flips it out short.
You really get the feeling the officials are letting these guys play out here today. There have been no penalties called to this point. Great to see a game like this.
They'll work the left side. And that flag was thrown in the neighborhood of holding. And it will come back. Penalty on the offense.
One thing we've learned about this defense, it's hard enough to move the football against them. You cannot help them with these penalties.
And the pass is incomplete. They can't hook up on that pass. Now the offense will be facing third down. Just barely gets rid of it. And he just got hammered.
The Buccaneers were flying to the ball on that series. There's no way they were going to let them get a first down.
The Redskins are lining up to punt this one away. He makes it out to the 43-yard line. The Buccaneers will set up shop at the 43-yard line. Here's the halfback. And he's tackled at the 48-yard line. 2nd down and 5 to go. Ball on the 48-yard line. The halfback with the carry.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
He goes down. Sack. It's 4th down. The Buccaneers line up to punt. It bounces out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Really need to step it up offensively now. Either somebody come up with a big play or at least sustain a drive to keep that defense on the field for a while. A touchdown on this series would be a huge boost.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score is 17-7. The Redskins start this final quarter with the football. They'll be looking for a quick score. Passes it downfield. Jones drags him down to the ground at the 41-yard line. And we'll have a 1st down and 10. Has a man to his right. Little flip.
One of the great things about football is you have to play in every kind of weather condition, but right now getting a grip on that football is just not easy.
They'll face 2nd down and 10. Ball's on the 41. Here's the pass. Breaks free.
Yeah, the defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and they paid a price. He got it out of there, picked up a nice game.
Gives it left side. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. So 2nd down, the offense needs about 4 for the 1st. Brings it in for a completion. Santana Moss is able to make his 4th reception. He's dropped down at the 6. Johnson runs for a 4-yard pickup. Six more yards for the score. Flips it out short to his left. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
The passing game is really completely different once you get inside that 10-yard line. You don't have time to sit and hold the ball. That time you got it out quickly and got it in there for the touchdown.
And he adds the point after. Over 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. And our score, the Redskins, 14, the Buccaneers, 17. Let's take a look at the drive summary, which is presented by Verizon. He'll return it from the 6. He's stopped at the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers will start this drive at the 24-yard line. Handoff to the right. He's brought down at the 34.
Nothing makes a defensive coordinator cringe more than seeing that kind of run, because then it sets up the play action. And there's almost no way to stop an offense if you can't stop the run and you have to deal with play action.
Rolling out to his right. He's tackled at midfield. Mike Williams finally gets into the action, making his first reception of the game. And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball at midfield. He throws short. It's a fumble. Fletcher is there to pick up the ball.
Oh, you just can't have a bigger mistake than that. You're in complete control of the ball game. You have possession, and you give it right back to them.
Passing in this situation seems like it would have been a good idea.
Passing in every situation seems to me like it would be a better idea, but when you have the clock working against you like this, it's time to put it up.
Looks like someone on the offense tried to get an early start.
Offense. Repeat, second down.
Well, no excuse there. The offensive line obviously knows the snap count, but suppose it's easy to lose concentration with one of those big defensive linemen in your face.
It's third and long, and at this stage of the game, there isn't much doubt that they'll be looking to air it out to convert.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Let's hit him.
Fourth down. The Redskins lining up to punt. He'll field it at the 17. I'm sure they would have liked to have gotten a little better return out of him there. I'm sure the rainy conditions don't help the situation. He's dropped down at the 18. It's second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 18-yard line. Surveys the field. Freeman getting great protection. A 5-yard gain. That brings up third down. So it's third down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. He lets it go, but pays a price with a monster hit.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
So, it's fourth down. The Buccaneers are lining up to punt it away. He'll be stopped at around the 46-yard line. Passes it short. He's wrestled down at the 49-yard line. They get about 5 on the pass.
He'll take plays like that all day long.
They line up at the 49. He rolls out to his right. Malcolm Kelly got blasted and just couldn't hang on.
And you know you're going to get hit as a wide receiver. You've got to hang on to those balls, but that was a big shot.
The offense is now looking at 3rd and 5. Ball on the 49-yard line. Dumps it short. Fourth down now after the incomplete pass. The offense wasn't able to get on track during the last series.
Really nice defensive stand. It just seemed that the defensive coordinator was inside the offensive play caller's mind that time.
The Redskins are lining up to punt this one away. And this one looks like it's going to come back.
By the receiving team. Repeat, fourth down.
And they line up at the 15. Short throw to the right. And he's tackled at the 18. Brown now has 5 catches. Now they're facing 2nd and 7. Freeman with the give. He's tackled at the 22.
Well, it really doesn't matter where London Fletcher plays. It seems like he's the leading tackler, and he's such a charismatic leader, a guy that just seems to really make a difference on defense.
Here's a 3rd down and 3. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Feeds it to the back. Washington falls on it, and they have the turnover.
Man, oh man, what a mistake that was. You'd expect one of your leaders to take a little better care of the football than that.
Short pass to his left. That incompletion will bring up 2nd down. Give to the tailback. Nice running for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers, made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Wham, bam. Thank you for smelling great, man. In heavy traffic.
And they really forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
The offense will line up at the 9. Looking for a man. He's dropped down at the 2. Devin Thomas makes his 3rd grab. To the end zone. Touchdown. They've grabbed the lead. The defense has struggled defending the pass in this one. He's now got 3 scores through the air.
Yeah, I always felt like with the rules the way they are today, that as long as you're executing as an offense and protecting up front, you should be able to throw the football. And when they've had opportunities to make plays today, they've made them.
Washington holds a field goal lead. We have less than a minute to go. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon, the official wireless service sponsor of the National Football League. He makes it back to the 25.
I always say go for the touchdown, go for the win, but first things first, you have to get in position for that tying field goal.
He's brought down at the 31. Pass play gives them a gain of 6.
Just keeps the ball moving down the field. 6-yard gain and a little progress.
Offside.
Our monitors show that he may have been offside.
1st down.
Well, that certainly was a bad break for the defense, but what a break for this offense.
Goes through his progression. He gets off the throw.
Under pressure, he felt the heat that time and was forced to throw it away quickly.
Second down and 7 yards to go. Has a man to his right. Little flip. The Buccaneers call for a timeout. And that was their first timeout. And we'll have a first down and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. Opts for a short throw. And he's tackled at the 49-yard line. Brown with his 6th reception. He's looking to run. The referee is going to have to dig to the bottom of this pile to see who came away with it.
I'm not really sure who got to that ball first. I think it changed possessions a few times at the bottom of that pile, but the offense came away with it, and they earned it.
Looks like they're going for it here on 4th down. And they can't make a play on 4th down. That'll do it from FedEx Field. Game stats and highlights coming up. Here's today's Swagger Player of the Game, presented by Old Spice Deodorant. Here's the play that rocked the stadium, the Doritos Crunch Time Play of the Game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.